Fury unleashed. Tropical storm Mario devastates Baja California, leaving San Ignacio in ruins. Transcript. In a land known for its sun-scorched deserts and gentle coastal winds, Tropical storm Mario roared in with unrelenting force, drowning communities and shattering lives. Relentless downpours, raging floodwaters, and crippled infrastructure have plunged Baja California Sur into one of its darkest hours, battling a weather catastrophe unlike any in recent memory. Never in San Ignacio's history has water surged with such ferocity, declared Mayor Edith Aguilar, her voice quaking as she stood amid the wreckage. Tropical storm Mario erupted off Mexico's western coast earlier this week. Forecasts initially predicted it would weaken offshore, tamed by cooler waters. But Mario defied all expectations, fueled by a surge of tropical moisture and a faltering high-pressure ridge over the Pacific. The storm grew fiercer, veering toward land and unleashing torrents of rain across Baja California Sur and the southwestern United States. Meteorologists issued urgent warnings of heavy rains, punishing winds, and towering waves. But no one foresaw the sheer deluge that would descend in mere hours. On the night of September 16th, the heavens unleashed their wrath over San Ignacio, Mulegé, and surrounding regions. Streets morphed into raging rivers. Social media captured the chaos. Water rising to knee-deep levels, swallowing homes, businesses, and even 4x4 trucks. In some areas, rainfall surpassed 150 mm in just 24 hours. Winds howled at 65 mph, toppling trees and power lines. Floodwaters overwhelmed drainage systems, leaving communities defenseless. San Ignacio, cradled between desert ridges and palm-fringed oases, became the heart of the crisis. Residents described the roar of rushing water as a deafening freight train tearing through the valley. Across Mulegé municipality, roads became impassable. Bridges crumbled under debris-charged torrents, and landslides severed access to isolated towns. In Laredo, the regional airport shut down as runways drowned. Telecommunications collapsed, cutting off emergency alerts and leaving residents stranded in the dark. "We were blind. Cut off, surrounded by water," said Mariana Lopez, a local teacher, her words heavy with despair. Thousands fled their homes, seeking refuge in makeshift shelters set up in schools and community centers, stocked with bottled water, blankets, and canned goods. Volunteers braved flooded streets using kayaks and pickup trucks to deliver aid. Among the displaced were elderly residents, young children, and tourists blindsided by the storm's sudden fury. In one heart-stopping rescue, firefighters waded through waist-deep water to save a couple trapped in a submerged rental cabin. The disaster has reignited fierce debate over Baja California Sur's readiness for tropical storms. Despite its place along the Pacific hurricane corridor, the region lacks robust flood defenses and early warning systems. Tropical storm Mario underscores a chilling trend. Warmer ocean temperatures and shifting jet streams are fueling more frequent and intense storms in the eastern Pacific. While direct landfalls are rare, moisture plumes from such systems can trigger catastrophic flooding. Climate change is leaving its mark, warned Alex De Silva, a weather's lead hurricane expert. Mario didn't need to make landfall to wreak havoc. Yet, amid the devastation, stories of heroism shine through. In Santa Rosalia, teenagers formed a human chain to guide an elderly neighbor across a flooded street. In Guerrero Negro, fishermen turned their boats into lifelines, ferrying stranded residents to safety. Community radio stations, powered by generators, became beacons of hope, broadcasting updates, coordinating aid, and offering solace. "We're underwater, but we're not alone," declared broadcaster Javier Ruiz during a live broadcast. His voice a rallying cry. Damage assessments are underway, with early estimates pointing to millions of pesos in losses. The federal government has pledged emergency funds, and NGOs are mobilizing for long-term support. But for many, the wounds cut deeper than material loss. We need more than aid, Mayor Aguilar insisted. We need a plan. We need to learn. Meanwhile, Mario weakened into a post-tropical cyclone off Baja California's west coast, but its sprawling cloud bands continue to drench the region. The National Meteorological Agency warns that Mario, interacting with an upper-level storm trough, will bring strong winds and heavy rainfall across the peninsula. A low-pressure zone southwest of Colima and Michoacán shows potential for cyclone development, threatening further chaos. Baja California. Sur faces a scorching afternoon, with winds of 20 to 30 km/h, gusts up to 60 km/h, and waves of 2 to 3 meters battering the west coast. Mario's cloud bands are expected to dump 50 to 75 millimeters of rain in the coming hours, with risks of electrical discharges, landslides, and flooding in low-lying areas, according to the National Water Commission, CONAGUA, and the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources. Authorities urge residents to stay vigilant, follow civil protection guidelines, and brace for strong winds and waves. As of 3:00 p.m. Central Mexico time, Mario's center was 520 km west-southwest of Cabo San Lucas, with sustained winds of 100 km/h, gusts up to 120 km/h, and moving northwest at 20 km/h. Its impacts will persist through the day, gradually easing tomorrow as the system drifts away. Since September 12th, Mario has unleashed heavy rainfall of 50 to 75 millimeters across Jalisco, Colima, Michoacán, and Guerrero, with winds of 30 to 40 km/h, gusts up to 70 km/h, and waves reaching 3.5 meters. The National Meteorological Agency, in coordination with the U.S. National Hurricane Center, is monitoring the coast from Lázaro Cárdenas to Punta San Telmo in Michoacán. At 3:00 p.m., Mario's center was 100 km southwest of Lázaro Cárdenas and 140 kilometers west-southeast of Zihuatanejo, with sustained winds of 65 km/h moving west-northwest. Authorities warn of potential landslides, flooding, and falling trees or billboards. Meanwhile, Southern California braces for a warm, muggy week as Mario's remnants arrive Wednesday. The National Weather Service predicts rain and thunderstorms from Wednesday night into early Friday, with humidities far above normal. Some areas may see just 1/10 of an inch of rain, while others could face 1 to 2 inches. Dry lightning poses a threat Wednesday night into Thursday, alongside localized strong winds. By Thursday, the risk shifts to flooding and debris flows near recent burn scars. Showers may linger into early next week as additional moisture arrives, keeping the region on edge.